Zed's World back with another one. If you're watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment below. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. I am up past 900 now. I'm on the way. There's no way I don't get a 1,000 subs before this end of this month. I'm trying to get it in 2 weeks, people. Maybe even quicker, but we'll just see how it goes. And it is what it is. But yeah, man. Just want to talk about this thing, man. This madness that happened on the train. 11 people got stabbed on the train yesterday. Some train going to London. Some random like running around just stabbing up people. That's crazy, man. Like these things, you're seeing all these random attacks. I'm seeing there's been a few this year. There's been like there's been like 2 or 3 this year. It's like, yo, how would you prepare for something like that? Because you never know. It's just a random. Well, I'm assuming it's a random person. It hasn't come out yet, but I've watched a clip of a video of someone who was on the train, and they're kind of saying that people were saying, "Oh, this guy's just walking around stabbing people for nothing." 2 black guys as well. 2 black guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it's some kind of man that got mental issues. It has to be for you to just be on the train stabbing random people. You have to be crazy in the head. You have to be. You cannot be. First, I was thinking, what the hell's going on? Cause people was talking about like it was a terrorist act and all that stuff there. You get me? When these things, because they always call some, attack that is like just a random attack out of nowhere. It's always looked at first as a terrorist attack. That's what they always say. Even with that thing in with the Jews that happened the other day up in the synagogue, yeah. They done the same thing. A random guy just went and started attacking people and all that. At first they said it was a terrorist thing. Then they said, nah, it's not a terrorist thing. Nah, it's not a terrorist thing. It's just someone that's crazy. You get me? A lot of these crazed attack, and we don't know. Is it whose fault? Is it whose fault? Is it people that? Because I guarantee you, yeah, a lot of these attacks from these people that are crazy, yeah, they've been diagnosed with something from before, or they're on like the NHS or whoever, checks them out, their names down already as being thingy. So they probably should have been detained a while ago and they're still free to roam the streets. So whose fault is it that these attacks are happening? Because it's happening too regular now. And when these attacks happen, you never know what's happened to you. Can never pre-stop this, like know that he's gonna do. You never know, it just happens. You can't react until it's already happening. Luckily nobody was dead. Luckily nobody died. But I heard that 11 people went hospital. I heard 9 have been released and there's 2 seriously injured. So we don't know yet if these people are gonna make it. But let's get into some news about it anyway. 15 minutes of horror. What we know about Huntingdon train stabbing. The train had an emergency stopping in Huntingdon. It was on the way to London, but because obviously what went up had an emergency stopping. Police are investigating a mass stabbing on a train near Cambridge on Saturday evening, which saw 11 people taken to hospital. 2 people have been arrested on suspicion of murder over the stabbings which happened on the train going from Doncaster to London's King Cross. Witnesses described at least 1 man armed with a large knife going on a violent rampage on the train. 1 man is said to have been shot with a taser by police after the train stopped Huntingdon station. BTP Superintendent John Lovelace said 1 suspect in custody is a black British national and the other is a British national of Caribbean descent. Both men aged 32 and 35 were born in the UK. The BTP, British Transport, at one point declared plateau the national code word for marauding terror attack, but the declaration was rescinded, and police say this is nothing to suggest a terrorist incident at this stage. Like I said at the beginning, when random attacks like this happen, it's always looked at as a terrorist attack at the beginning. Then a lot of the time you catch that person, and because these person are being caught, so I'm guessing in the next day or 2 we're gonna find out these people have got mental issues. This is what I'm thinking anyway. Police have said There have been no fatalities so far from this attack, with 9 people initially receiving treatment for life-threatening injuries. In all, 11 people were treated in hospital. 4 people have been discharged, and 2 are still receiving treatment for non-threatening life injuries. Now, there's a little video going around, yeah, of someone who was on the train. So I'm gonna get into their video quickly.
Run, run. There's a guy stabbing literally everyone, everything. At first, there was a few of us kind of looking at each other, like thinking it was a joke, like it's Halloween, like they're pranking. But then you could kind of see in their faces they were being serious. So I kind of got my stuff and I was running, and everyone was really pushing behind us, really panicking. And at this
So imagine that you're on the train, you hear someone say, "Run, they're stabbing everyone." You are gonna think, especially when it's this close to Halloween, because remember it was yesterday, Saturday, so everybody was out. There's probably people out in outfits, and you know what I'm saying. Everyone was going out somewhere celebrating Halloween, and then you, like he said, when you look at someone's face, you can see that these people are serious, and that's when you're gonna start to react.
point, I was kind of asking questions like, "What's going on? What's happening? Like, who is it?" And they were like, "A guy's just stabbing everyone back there." And then I put my hand on this chair, like just trying to push myself forward. And then I look at my hand and it's covered in blood. And then I look at the chair and there's blood all over the chair. And then I look ahead and there's blood all on the chairs. And I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty serious. So some of the guys that had ran through to kind of alert us to run, they were the ones who had also been stabbed. So we're running over and getting to the edge of the carriage, still trying to work out who is it, what's their intentions, what's their motives. And to be honest, at this point, I don't really know their motives or their intentions. I just knew they were stabbing everyone, and someone kind of said they thought they had a gun. So we ran to the end of the carriage. Kind of, we pulled the emergency alarm and just trying to work out, can we barricade the doors? Can we lock the doors? But we couldn't really. And then by the time I got to the end of the carriage, I realised I was actually at the back of it, and there was about 6 of us. There was a girl, bless her, who was really, really in a bit of state because the guy had actually tried to stab her, and one of the older guys, who's an absolute hero, blocked it with his head, and he's got this like gash. He had this gash on his head.
Whoa, that's crazy. That is too. Shout out whoever that guy is. Shout out that guy, whoever it is, because there was a woman. The guy tried to stab the woman, and a man put his head in the way. He could have died. He was willing to die to save that woman. So shout out to that guy, man.
He's got I think a gash on his neck, and he's kind of we're kind of giving him like our jackets to keep the pressure on the blood. Just looking down the end of this carriage, just praying somebody doesn't walk down with a knife, with a gun. We didn't really know what was going on, and then it felt like literally forever. But eventually, the train kind of stopped, and I thought it was actually in the middle of nowhere, and then I thought it was Stevenage, but it ended up being Huntingdon. Everyone's kind of running off, and then I get off the train, and I'm thinking, okay, they're coming off from the far end of the train, which is my right hand side. So I thought that he might be there still. So I'm looking to my right, and I just see 20 people in around 20 people in pure panic. There's 3 people severely bleeding, and one guy's holding his stomach, and there's blood coming down his stomach, down his leg, and he's just going, "Help! Help! I've been stabbed." So I've seen 2 people trying to help him. There's a few of us in a group that are running away, and we all get out. By the time we kind of completely get out of the train station, we run from the train station past the traffic lights, and we're just kind of sticking together but watching it unfold. And to be fair, pretty quickly the police have come. There's about 8 police cars going straight in.
I heard some screaming and shouting coming from at least a carriage or 2 down. And then I made eye contact with another passenger diagonal to me. And it was clear that something was going on. We didn't quite know what. And then a minute or so later, a man comes running down with a very clear wound, bleeding quite badly on his arm. And I thought it was like some sort of Halloween prank at first. But then he shouting that someone's got a knife, he was stabbed. And then a few more people come running down the train. And then I grabbed my bag and my coat, and then I got up and moved forward down the train after them. And I saw someone who was very badly injured, very lots of blood around them. They were either collapsed or like looking about, they were about to fall over.
So yeah, that's 2 people who was actually on the train. You get me? So that's that's straight from the horse's mouth, and they was just saying like, this random people was getting stabbed, random people. the people who done it have to be mentally ill in some kind of way. They have to be. You're not gonna get on the train and do that. That don't. I'm not trying to stick up for them or not, but I'm just saying it's mad that like why would you just go on the train and start attacking random people? You get me? I seen a thing not long ago in New York, in America. This happened as well. I can't remember what city in America, but the woman was just sitting down on her seat. A guy's like 2 seats behind her. He's just come out of nowhere and you just see him just stab her out of nowhere, kills her. You get me? These things, like, how do you prevent these things? How do you prevent these things, man? This is what I'm saying. Like, are people gonna have to start getting searched when they go on the train? Are people with mental health issues here? Like, there has to be some kind of supervision. I don't know how you stop these things from happening, because it's like you can't react until it's happened, because you don't know. Nobody knew when they was going on that train. A lot of these people on the train now, they're probably gonna be traumatized. Like, yo, I don't want to go in a public place like that, and they never know. They might be scared to go back on the train and all that. I don't know how you deal with this. I just seen this story and I just thought, rare. And I swear, before I even dug deep into it, straight away I was just thinking, this is some maniac just going on. But in these things, 2 people have been arrested, but they're saying that only they seen 1 person with it. So I don't know if a next guy was with him. I don't know if one of them was going unmanned and the other one, we don't know any, because. But at the same time, 11 people stabbed. Like, that don't sound like the work of 1 person. Do you know what I'm saying? 1 person. How is it? Because by the time he's done 1 or 2, people are gonna realize and get the hat. So it must have been both. It must have been both of them. Because I don't think 1 person could do that to 11 people. I don't know. I'm just assuming in it. But yeah, I just thought I'd speak on this topic quickly. You know, I'm gonna keep updated with the news on this anyway. I'm expecting tomorrow to hear some stuff come out. These people are crazed or whatnot. I'd be surprised if it's anything less. You get me? I'd be surprised if it's anything less. But yeah, man, just looking at nobody never died in this. You know what I'm saying? So gotta be grateful that everybody made it through. But yeah, let me know what you lot think. If you're watching the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, give the video a like. I'm gone. Zed's World.
Now motherfuckers say you crazy, nigga call me crazy. You know I be thinking when they say that? Niggas say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yep. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. Feel what I'm saying? So later on y'all can check it out. I know y'all niggas be reading 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. Now you're gonna read the 50th law. Cause I done got with Robert Greene to create the new shit for you to read, nigga.